Good morning, girls.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, let us continue with NWCM, Northwest Corner Method. I think in the last lecture we had started for the problem or we completed it. Did we complete that problem?
No, ma'am.
No. Can you just tell me the problem? It was a 3x4 matrix, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, these are the destinations and these are the sources. I think F1, F2, F3, right?
Ma'am, W1, W2, W3.
Okay. Actually, names don't matter if you understand the meaning here. Let it be. Okay. Then, yeah. Can you quickly tell me the table?
Nineteen, 30, 50, 10.
Wait. Yes, 19,
30, 50, 10, 7. Ma'am, supply. Ma'am, supply 7.
Okay.
70, 30.
17,
70.
1770,
30, 40, 60. 9. 48,
30.
40, 40. 8, 70, 20. 18. I'm on demand 587 14.
Okay, so the very first step is you have to check whether the given transportation problem is balanced or not. So add all the supply quantities. So that comes to 34 and add all demand quantities. So 5 plus 8, 13 plus 7, 20 plus 14 is 34. So this is a balanced TP, right? Everyone is getting this? Now we want to find out an initial basic feasible solution. Okay, so we have written definitions of all these. What is basic solution? What is feasible solution of a TP, etc. So we are going to get m plus n minus 1 cells which are allocated. Okay. We are going to allocate m plus n minus 1 cells. Exactly m plus n minus 1 cells. What is m here? How many sources are there? 3. And destinations? 4. So how many cells we will look for? How many cells are there inside? 12 cells are there. Forget about supply and demand. You have 12 cells inside, right? Out of these 12 cells, I am going to choose only 6 cells and I am going to put number of units according to supply and demand. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, सो 6 सेल्स में हम सिर्फ डालने वाले हैं क्वांटिटीज सब उस पर्टिकुलर सोर्स का सप्लाई देख के एंड उस पर्टिकुलर डेस्टिनेशन का डिमांड देख के. ओके, नाउ विच 6 सेल्स वी आर गोइंग टू चूज, that is told by the method, northwest corner method. So the method which we are applying, that method will tell us which cell is to be chosen. Okay, you cannot choose any cell randomly. Now look at these quantities. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by this quantity 30, which is in the first row, second column? What do you mean by this 30?
It's the price to transport one
Is the price
product.
of or the cost of transportation of 1 unit of product from W1 to D2, right? All of you must understand this. Now, when I am applying northwest corner method, I am not at all looking at the price. I am not at all looking at the transportation cost, but I am looking at the location of the cell. And what is that location? What is that location?
Northwest location.
Northwest. That means the leftmost corner. Okay, is that clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
So northwest corner में हम locate करते जाएंगे, units डालते जाएंगे, and therefore we are not really bothered about, or we are not considering these costs. 19 I am going to put some units, but there is a cost 10 also, which is less than 19. Actually, I should go for this 8, right? Because ultimately I want to minimize the transportation cost, but this is one of the limitations of the method, you can say, but it gives you at least an idea about the solution. Okay, so let us start from the leftmost corner, that is W1 D1 cell. So what is I have explained this problem last time, but I think in the last 5 to 10 minutes I had explained, so I am repeating it. Okay, so what is the demand of this destination D1?
5.
And इसे कौन supply करेगा? Which source will supply? W1.
W1.
So W1 has how many units available?
7.
So can it fulfill the demand at D1?
No. Yes, ma'am.
Why no? Yes, demand is 5 and supply is 7. So you can fulfill its demand. You can give all 5 units it wants from W1, right? That means the demand at D1 is satisfied. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Supply at W1 is not exhausted yet. There are still some more units available. Do you understand it? So strike out the destination or source where there is no demand or supply. Now at D1 there is no demand required, right? So I am cancelling this column. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now from the remaining table, you go to the leftmost corner. Which is the leftmost corner again?
30.
30, right? 30 is the leftmost corner. And now it is or it refers to which destination?
D2.
And it refers to which source?
W1.
W1. So what is the situation? At D2, there are 8 units required. But how many units are available with W1?
9.
W1, W1.
2.
We are talking about this cell, right? So 2 units are available only and the requirement is of 8. So how many units I can supply at D2 from W1? Only 2 units I can supply, right?
Ma'am, once we have fulfilled the demand, we have to cancel out that column.
Yes. Either the demand is fulfilled, cancel out the column, or the supply is exhausted. Whichever is the case, you have to cancel out that particular row or that particular column. Okay. Now what is happening at destination D2? Only 2 units are fulfilled. So how many more units it requires?
6.
6. So I have written 6 here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
These 2 I have to cancel. I have supplied 2 units to destination 2. So there were 7 units available with W1, out of which 5 are supplied to D1 and 2 are given to D2. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now any more units are available with W1?
No, ma'am.
No. So cancel out this. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now which is the leftmost corner from the remaining cells?
30.
T2, W2, 30.
Yes, W2, D2, right? So what is the situation here? What is the demand required at D2?
6.
6 units. And what is the corresponding supply?
9.
9. So can you give all 6 units required at D2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So give all 6 units here and therefore demand at D2 will be fulfilled. Right? So there is no more demand at D2. So cancel this destination. Okay? And what is happening at W2?
3. Remaining
3 units are still left. Right? यहाँ तक सबको समझा है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now from the remaining table, which is the northwest corner,
40.
40.
40.
40, W2D3, right? This one. So what is the supply available at W2?
3 units.
And what is the demand?
7.
So you can give only 3 units, right?
Yes.
You cannot fulfill. But the supply at W2 is exhausted. Isn't it? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So there is no more units available at W2. Therefore, you cannot supply anything from W2. So cancel out that W2 also. Now, what is the next northwest corner?
70.
70. So what are how many units are required? 4.
4.
And how many units are available?
18.
So I can give all 4 units required at D3 from W3. Thus, the requirement at D3 is fulfilled. So I am cancelling that column. And 14 units are available now at W3 and 14 are required, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So give these 14 so that the supply is used completely and the demand is also fulfilled. Have you understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute.
Yes,
huh?
ma'am.
Yes, girls, have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now we have to write down the allocations and the final transportation cost. So how many cells you are getting occupied, or in how many cells you put the units?
6.
6.
6.
6.
6. And you wanted 6 only, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So write down, we get exactly 6. That is equal to 3 plus 4 minus 1 allocations. Okay. Have you written that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We get
Yes, ma'am.
exactly 6. That is equal to 3 plus 4 minus 1 allocations. Therefore, this is a non-degenerate VFS. Okay. We are going to modify the definition of non-degenerate IBFS once we define the allocations at independent positions. Okay. Right now, I'm not defining it. Right now, you just try to understand that it should be equal to exactly m plus n minus 1. M is number of sources, n is number of destinations. Okay, so what are the allocations? You have to write down the allocations. Okay, तो हम इसे what is the location of this cell जहां पे आपने 5 units डाले हैं, उस सेल का लोकेशन क्या है?
W1 D1.
W1 D1, right?
D1.
So you can write allocations as W1 D1 or you can write x11 also. Okay, x11 is equal to 5. Then we have 2, 6, 3, 4, 14. 2, 6, 3, 4, 14. So this is W1, D2, or you can write X12. This is W2, D2, I guess, right? Correct है क्या? Then W2, D3. Then W3,
D3.
D3. That is X33. And W3, D4. That is X34. Have you understood this? And then you have to calculate the transportation cost. It is 19 into 5. 19 into 5 plus 2 into 30 plus 6 into 30 plus 3 into 40 plus 4 into 70 plus 14 into 20. So that is 95 plus 60 plus 180 plus 120 plus 280 plus 280. So what is the final answer? It is 1015. Okay? Have you understood it? Is it done, girls? Finished or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now you solve another problem. See, in the exam, this is asked for 3 marks. Only 3 marks, huh? NWCM. 2 marks you will get for this whole procedure. Okay? And 1 mark for writing these allocations and final answer. Okay? If you don't write these allocations and transportation cost, then 1 mark will be cut. You will get only 2 marks. Is that clear? So
Yes, ma'am.
finding IBFS is asked for 3 marks. Now you solve this problem. So have you understood the drawback of this method, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
We are not at all considering the transportation cost of the corresponding cells, right? So suppose these are your destinations. Here I am writing destinations. These are your sources. So say S1, S2, S3, D1, D2, D3, D4, supply. Yes. Solve it, girls. Check first of all whether it is balanced or not. Is it balanced?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the total?
123.
123.
So this is enough. No need to state actually that this is a balanced TP. If you write it in the table like this, examiner will understand that you have checked whether it is balanced or not. Now start from the very first cell. Leftmost corner. यस बताओ इसमें कितने जाएंगे?
22.
22, right? So how many units are left here?
8.
8. Where you will put next 8 units? So this is gone.
D2. S1 D2.
So you will give all the 8 units required. And so supply is over here. Right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Next. S2 D2.
Mm. 27.
Everyone is getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
So here also the demand is over, satisfied. Next. Which cell?
S2 D3.
Units. How many units?
13 units.
13 units. Yes, because only 13 are available. So we can't do. So this source is over now. This source का supply खत्म हो गया. Next.
S3 D3. 12.
12. So इसका demand
41.
and you are left with 41 and demand is also 41. So here you have to give 41. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what are the allocations? How will you write the allocations? X11 is equal to
22.
or you can write S1 D2 also, doesn't matter girls. जैसे प्रॉब्लम दिया है वैसा आप लिख सकते हो. Then S1 D1, then S1 D2 is 8, S2 D2 is 27, S2 D3 is 13. S3 D3 is 12 and S3 D4 is 41. And what is the TP cost? What is the total TP cost? Can you tell me?
2,897.
Yes, 2,897. Okay. So again, I'm asking you, what is the drawback of this method?
Transportation cost is not considered.
Transportation cost is not considered. We could have chosen for this 12 also, right? Instead of that, we chose 23, 27, 32 also, which is quite big. 32 is quite big and we are putting maximum units there. And this is the one of the limitations of the method, which doesn't allow us to find the minimum answer. So to overcome this, we have another methods of finding IBFS, which will significantly reduce the transportation cost. Okay. Finished with this? Have you understood NWCM Pakka?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the same problem now we will solve using the next method, okay? The same problem, and the next method is least cost entry method. Okay, so the name itself suggests that we are considering the least costs, okay? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
This is also called as a matrix minima method. Matrix minima method. Yes. So here we are going to actually consider the costs. So let us see the same problem. We will understand how much it is reduced. Yes, girls, let us write the same problem now. Okay, so these are your destinations. And these are your sources. And the cost, sorry, first one was 23, na?
And the second sum or the first sum?
Second problem. This problem,
23, ma'am.
23.
problem we have solved just now. Yeah, all of you rewrite the problem. फिर से लिख लो problem. We will solve the same problem so that we will understand how much reduction is there using a different method. Okay, so what is this least cost now? You have to choose the least cost, the smallest transportation cost from the whole table. Okay, so there can be a tie also. In that case, you can go for any cell because the next least cost में वो आ जाएगा 12, right? But if the least cost belongs to the same row or same column, then there will be a problem. If the least cost belong to the different row and different column, जैसे कि यहाँ पे least cost क्या है? What is the least cost here?
12.
12.
This 12 corresponds to 1 cell, right?
12.
And this 12 corresponds to again which 3, right? So they are in the different row and different column, right? But अगर यहाँ पे
Yes.
17 की जगह पे 12 होता, then which 12 you would have chosen? Because you are going to supply from the same source. Then you should go for that cell where you can put maximum units. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
आपने
Yes,
ऐसा
ma'am.
सेल चूज करना चाहिए जहां पे आप ज्यादा यूनिट्स दे सकते हो. ओके, राइट नाउ एनी सेल यू कैन चूज. सो इफ आई चूज दिस सेल नाउ S2D1, what is the situation? What is the demand at S2D1?
22.
And can you give all 22 units from S2?
Yes.
Yes.
You can give. So give all 22 units it requires. And then you are left with 18 units at S2 and the demand is fulfilled here. Okay. Now from the remaining matrix, find out the least cost. So that is again 12 here. How many units you can give?
All 25. No. Yes, on 25.
25 you can give. And how many are left then? 28 are left.
28.
Yes. So see, इस 12 में हमने पहले मेथड में कितने दिए थे? देखो कितने दिए हैं? 12 units. And now how many we are giving? We are giving now 25
25.
units. Yes. So those many less units you will give in the adjacent rows. Okay, 32 or 28 में. So automatically the cost will be reduced. Okay, what is the next least cost?
17.
17. देखो जो रोज या कॉलम्स कैंसल हुए हैं वो नहीं लेने हैं. जैसे कि यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट लिस्ट कॉस्ट यू कुड से 16 है मैडम, लेकिन कैन यू कंसिडर 16? कैन यू कंसिडर 16?
No.
नो, बिकॉज इस डेस्टिनेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट ऑलरेडी फुलफिल हो चुकी है. ओके अदिति, whatever I'm explaining the repeated thing only. Okay, at every step I am repeating the same thing, that we are choosing the least cost available. So from the remaining cells now, the least cost is 17. So what is the situation there? What is the supply available in the second row?
18 units.
18.
18. And what is the demand?
18 units.
35.
35.
So you can give only 18 units. You cannot give beyond the supply, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this supply is exhausted. So forget about the source 2 now. Source 2 से आप कुछ नहीं दे सकते हो. And still the demand is of 17. फटाफट बोलो अभी next least cost.
18.
18.
18. So what is the case here? 30
give
का
30.
supply available है, 41 की demand है. So you can give 30 units, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And 11 units are available here now. So no more units you can give from S1 also. Now only 2 are left. What is the least cost?
28.
28. So can you give 17 units? It requires?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because 28 are available. Now you are left with 11. इसका पूरा हो गया डिमांड, अभी एक ही बचा 11 and 11. So nicely you can give 11 units. Why so nicely? ऐसे कैसे हो जाता है कि 11 ही बचे हैं, 11 ही required है?
Because it's balanced.
Because it is balanced.
Because demand is equal to supply.
Because it is balanced, yes. Total supply is equal to total demand. That's why last cell में ऐसा हो जाता है. ओके तो देखो यहाँ पे ये जो सेल था 18 वाला, हाँ, वो शायद हमने पहले मेथड में लिया ही नहीं था. देखो लिया है क्या 18? नो, अभी हमने लिया है 18, समझा. और 32 वाले सेल में मैंने सिर्फ 11 यूनिट्स डाले हैं. वहां पे मैंने काफी ज्यादा यूनिट्स डाले थे. तो अभी आपके एलोकेशंस लिखो. X14 is 30, X21 is 22, X22 is 18, X32 is 17, X33 is 25, X34 is 11. So again you are getting 6 allocations, exactly 6 allocations.
Yes, ma'am.
So IBFS is non-degenerate. So what is the transportation cost now? Yes, what is the cost? 18 into 30. 540 plus 22 into 12, that is 220 plus 44, that is 264, plus 18 into 17, 289, plus 17. What is 17 into 28?
6.
Yeah?
476.
476, ma'am.
Okay. Plus 25 into 12 is 300. Plus 11 into 32, that is 320. 320 plus 32. 352. So what is the answer?
2238.
2238.
2238, right? 2238.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
what was it using NWCM? It was 2897, right? So
Yes,
2897 minus 2238. So it is significantly reduced. 659 रुपीज से ये reduce हो गया because